governors, and other officials who are here, and especially the investment and economic officers of other towns. And I hope in this 42 slides of presentation I have for you, it could be fruitful and eventually it could bring something when you go back to your own towns and provinces. No? But before I proceed, I would like to tell you that Carmona, Cavite is just a small town. Way back when we took over in 1995, we have a deficit of 2 million to the provincial government. And by 1996, we were able to break even. And it was in 1997 that we became a first class from a third class municipality. And in 1998, this is all where it started. So this is not just a transformation overnight. This is a diligence of work we try to do to improve our town in Carmona. So 1995, it was the 3 terms of the mayor. I was with him. And then the wife took over in 2004 to 2007. I was with her too. 2007 to 2010, the male mayor went back. And then it was 2010 that the Mayor Roy Leola became the congressman of the 5th District. And then the wife took over again. So this is now harmonious, okay? Right. Okay. Because I heard Mr. Ricky Osman is trying to tell someone here that it really is true. It doesn't take overnight to change something that you change that you really want to make in your town or country. It has to be a continuous process. He was telling, I think, 3 terms, around 3 terms non-stop, something like that. Anyway, Carmona is only we're only composed of 64,000 in population. That was 2008. Well, as we all know, the population commission only conduct the population count every 3 years, no? So as forecasted, we're going to be 72,000 this 2011. We have 14,885 households, and the literacy rate is 98%, employment rate is 98%. We're only 34 kilometers away from Manila. With the open of the Skyway, we're just around 20 minutes away. If you 20 to 30 minutes away, I do it 20 if you drive like Fast and the Furious, 20 minutes. All right. We have 1,514 registered establishments. This composed from factories down to fishbowl vendors and everything. Okay. So the number of workforce we have is 24,918, or 39% of the total population. Next slide, please. So our vision is to be a premier investment and sports hub in the province of Cavite, with ecological balanced community and fast-growing economy steered by the dynamic leadership and an empowered citizenry. Before I continue, way back, when you hear the word Cavite, it's like old gangsters, di ba? But now it's not there. So the transformation was done. It was done. It was not done again by overnight, but I guess it took 20 years, 2 decades to erase that kind of gangslinging people, you know, and that's where they bring the kidnapper ransom something before. But now it's not. That's not anymore. It's a haven for industrial investors. Okay, our mission is to provide an atmosphere that will enhance investment in sports development under a peaceful and orderly community with satisfied conditions to the effective and efficient delivery of services. Yeah. So that's what everybody wants. Okay, this is the main source of local generated income. As you can see, the local taxes is the bigger piece of the pie. Because of our 260 factories there, we were able to get this. Okay, so we get 197 million just for taxes on business tax. This is more on business tax, the local tax. So yung era namin, konti lang yan. So, okay, next slide please. So we call it the Carmona Economic Development Team, no? This is composed of our present mayor now, which is Mayor Dario Leola, and yours truly, the Local Economic Investment Promotion Officer, as well as the Executive Assistant. Mr. Henry Ting is one of our oldest investor, which turned out to be our promotions officers also as a consultant. And also we have the Planning and Development Coordinator, Ms. Mildred Fabricacion. Mr. Wen Ju Chen is one member of the NGO. This is the Taiwanese Chamber of the South Philippines, which composed of 40 investors, all Taiwanese in Carmona. And Mr. Michael Luna, the Carmona Business Club President. And we also have a representative from DTI who also acts as our consultant. And the technical working group is composed of coming from the Department of Agriculture, and one of the major also member that we really rely on to do this work is the IT department. No? As what the former speaker says, that you have to adopt the 21st century, right? As you were saying like that kanina, IT is one. IT is one. So you have to adopt IT. Livelihood cluster, that's in charge of livelihood programs, cooperative councils for our MSMEs, and the Public Employment Service Office in charge of the complete job matching, and the Tourism Council. Okay, the role and function of the Carmona Economic Development. This is also based on the local government, because as we have been instructed by our president way back in January, that everyone should have a local economic investment officer as an executive order for the city, towns, and provinces. No? So to accelerate the economic growth, we have to encourage and help the community members to improve the production and marketing of their goods and services. In our case, this is manpower. This is manpower. We try to encourage them to be more masipag, less reklamo. As a matter of fact, one of our selling point that more investors are coming to our town is we don't have unions. We don't call it union. We call it Labor Management Council. So before they can get their business permit, they have to get the workforce in Carmona first. Okay, through our Public Employment Service Officer. Okay, so these people, before we bring it to them, because the job pooling is in the Public Employment Service Office. So before we bring it to them, we try to match it to kung ano yung tama sa kanila, kung ano yung pwede sa kanila. And then eventually, before we send them there, they are all, in other words, we give seminars to them that this is how you should work. Your investor is a Japanese, so the culture of the Japanese is like this. Your investor is Taiwanese, the culture of the Taiwanese is like this. So, but eventually, we try to take care of them because we try to talk to the investors also that these are the regulations you should follow. The minimum wage, everything. So it's the local government is always the mediator. So the mediator enhance the capability of economic members to establish and manage their own business enterprise. This is more on making their own business, like sari-sari store and then the rolling stores. Create adequate job opportunities for Cambodians. Okay, we will get back to this, or maybe I should say now. Create adequate jobs opportunities for Carmonians. Late last year, I was able to discuss with our mayor that most of our graduates is like HRM, nursing, something like this. But when they come to us, to the Public Employment Service Office, sometimes nahirapan kami. It's hard for us to find work for them, no? So, as much as we try, but now we're trying to talk to graduates. In every high school graduations, we try to talk now and encourage them to take technical vocationals, which is, kasi nakita namin, we have all the semiconductors, we have 260 factories, so we try to match. Kasi what happened is nagkakaroon ng mismatch. So we try to encourage them. You take this, because with this, we can get you inside for work. As of now, we're trying to work with Technical University of the Philippines, which is TUP, and we were able to make to convince them to make a curriculum pattern on the semiconductors that we have. So that when they graduate on that school, doon na sila papasok. Doon na ang kanilang OJT. So doon na rin sila most probably papasok. Okay? Next slide. To achieve economic equity, we have to attract appropriate investment internationally and locally. Give priority to low-income families in identification of livelihood program and beneficiaries. So what we do here, attract appropriate investment. Every year, it's been our tradition. This is sponsored by the Taiwanese Chamber of the South Philippines. Every year, the mayor would go together with the Taiwanese investors to go in Taiwan and try to attract investors. And the Taiwanese themselves are the living testimonies that should you want to invest in Philippines, you don't go anywhere, you go to Carmona. Because this is like us in Carmona. This is how we are in Carmona. Ganito kami sa Carmona, ganito kami Kalapet. Because the Taiwanese Chamber of the South Philippines is composed of 200 members. And the headquarters is based in Carmona. And all the charter president and the present president is all from Carmona. The investors from Carmona. We have 8 industrial estates there, and which is now composed of 260 factories. And services, encourage diversification of industries within Carmona. One classic example of this is, if you notice, if you have heard, I don't know if you have heard before, on Semiconductor, which is former Motorola, which is owned by Texas Instrument, is in Carmona and in Calamba. There are 2 plants. Now they want to make it on Semicon Philippines. So it's either they choose Calamba or they choose Carmona. So it's talagang kinulit namin, nakapagkulitan kami against Calamba to transfer the Calamba plant to Carmona, and which what would nangyari. So nag-expand ngayon. Now my problem now is to find an apartment that would belet 700 employees na magagaling sa and then I was now trying to, pag nagsasalita mo minsan sa simbahan, nakikiusap ako kay Father na baka yung mga dyan, baka gusto niya magtayo ng apartment kasi kulang kayo. So pag nag-sermon si Father, sumisingit ako. Sabi ko, Father, pasingit. O kaya siya na magsabi na nangangailangan ng mga apartment, nangangailangan ng mga, which is now, maganda naman ngayon. So nung nagtatayo ng mga apartment, lumakas naman yung mga hardware, so may workforce, carpintero, mason, so everything follows. So, yeah, this is one classic example. Provide the current needs of the business and industry without sacrificing the needs of future generations. In this case, if there are some business investors that you want to punta sa amin, we don't encourage them to put it outside the industrial zone area. It should be inside. Kasi Carmona now is zoned. We have the forest, the agriculture, we have the watershed, and we have places only for factories and residentials also. Optimize the use of local resources without jeopardizing the environment. Yes. Okay. The role of the, I think this is me. All right. Facilitate the preparation, coordination, and execution of local economic investment promotion policies, projects, and activities of the municipal government. As of now, when I was assigned to be last January, now I was now able to be part of all of the business associations, the Carmona Business Club, the Taiwanese Chamber of the South, and now being adopted as one of the board members, so that I would know what they really want, and then so that I could always makarating sa aming pamahalang bayan. Then in return, that I could do something for them, and then this is a symbiotic relationship. So we do something for them, they do something for us. Okay. Facilitate the establishment of an aggressive, systematic coordinating and sustained promotions and marketing of Carmona investment locations. Provide basic information about business potentials of the municipality, including services to prospective investors. Sa mga bagay nito, we try also to provide, sometimes they find it hard to get transformers ng Meralco. So in this case, we always interfere so that they can get it easily. Next slide, please. Establish local economic database containing relevant facts and figures. So we have a database of which is kung ano lang yung available na cut sa mga industrial estates, how much it is, kung para alam nila. Which is this the running figures now, how much per square meter in a certain area. It has a strong flood drainage, everything right here. Coordinate with other offices, of course, with the planning, treasury, budget, and Sangguniang Bayan. Sangguniang Bayan, in a case of, if we have to have a resolution, for example, it's a commercial area, we want it to be industrial, so kailangan convert yan. So, kailangan natin ng Sangguniang Bayan. Coordinate with private sector in investment promotion campaigns, conduct information dissemination on local government policies, on investment wage laws, required permits, etc. Okay, next. Okay, this is how we do it, the demands versus needs. The goal is to poverty alleviation through total local economic development. So what's our action? We have two. We have internal and external. The internal one is to increase the LGU income translated to efficient and sufficient social service delivery. So, pagka mas malaki yung income namin, so we can give more to the constituent, to the people, like roads, everything, And external, increase in the constituent and business income translated to increased local investment, SMEs, and income earners. So, from this, you'll see, next slide please. So, those internal, this is what we have. This was launched in 2000, these are the internal actions. Launched in 2009, we have the Citizens Charter. Okay, this was launched so that they would know. So, pagpasok niyo pa lang sa municipal office namin, on the lobby, there's a desk. So you will see a touch screen there. The touch screen, if you want to go to a certain department, you just touch it, touch. Then you would know the list of the people you only have to talk to, from the head up to the last. So that's what the Citizen Charter is all about, diba? To transparency and then to avoid that thing. Okay, then we have the one-stop shop. Okay, the one-stop shop, in our place, you can get your permit from 28 to 30 minutes only. So, tapos na. So, all you have to do, you can get your application form through our website if you want to renew, or you can get it there, then have it assessed. All you have to do is bring it to window 1, and then it will, the paper will work for itself, pasa-pasa, you will go to window 8. So when they call your name, you're in window 8. Okay. So what you do while you're waiting? So there's a big lounge with 2 big LCD TVs you can watch, overflowing of coffee and juices with biscuits. And if you want an extra service, you can avail our massage from our what you call this, sa mga blinds, sa mga blinds namin. So it also gives income to our blinds. So extra service of massage, then you can get there. So what's our policy in business permits? In business permits, if you're a new factory or a new company who opens in our town, for example, kulang ka sa plano, mechanical or some plans, may kulang. Sa environment, may kulang kang konti. Not to disrupt the flow of your business, we give you temporary permit. And then we give 90 days for you to comply. Kasi, yung mga companies na yan, they always need that, to custom, to ganyan. Kailangan nila yung business permit. And then they can go on with their business. So, again, before they have that, especially they will get the employees from us, from Carmona, kailangan taga-Carmona yan. Only then, na hindi nila makita sa amin. For example, kailangan nila talaga ng certified public accountant, naubos na kami, they can outsource outside. Saka lang sila kukuha sa labas. So, that's how, tapos, here, ang kagandahan pa nito, it increase your revenue. Kung kayo ay EVBLS, kasi na kami, electronic na kami, business process licensing. So, hindi na sila masyadong makahingi ngayon ng discount. Kasi computerized eh. Sabi, we cannot do some doctoring here kasi the auditor will see it eh. Kasi ano siya sa loob nung aming database eh. Yun lang ang binabasa ng auditor. As for information, we have an auditor stay in-house with us from the Commission of Audit. So every 30 days they count our money kung kumpleto o hindi. So ganun, naka-in-house na sa amin ng auditor. So that's how we do it in our one-stop shop. So of course we have the website where you can reach us and email us or even get some information as well as yung mga forms for your renewal of permits. What we're working now is to have an online payment. We want to do this. This is one of my I'm going to propose this on my cluster meeting for our. We have 5 clusters kasi admin, finance, infrastructure, social, and peace and order. So these 5 clusters are composed of different department heads. Pinagsama-sama na sila. Okay, so sa admin cluster, ang proposal ko, I want to have an online payment. Why? Because some of our fellow townmates who are living abroad, hindi makapagbayad ng real property tax. So what happens? Nagkakaroon ng penalty. So this is one way of encouraging them and also for us to have more income, di ba? So bayad na ng bayad. So I'm trying to work on it. So that's my project. Okay? External actions. Yes, public-private partnership, dialogue with private sectors. We have a lot of business forums. Next. One is building strong ties with HR practitioners. We have an association of all HR managers there. And we brought BIR, I brought Bureau of Immigration. Kasi yung ibang mga investors, ibang alien daw or something. So they would know what are their rights if they're being apprehended or pinuntahan sila, hinuhuli sila. Alam nila yung sasabihin nila. So I have the BIR, marami pang mga national agencies kaming kinoordinate para dyan sa mga ganyang forums. And then we have, of course, the local and special recruitment activity. We'll try to inform them, this is the open, we need like this, like that. Okay. And then, we have also to bring more ties with the foreign investors. We have cultural nights. This is where, this is a night where the Taiwanese group were able to present their own dance, song, the Japanese, the American, and the Pinoys, and the Koreans also. So we call it cultural night. It's more of a fellowship of all the investors there. And then we also try to recognize the top 10 taxpayers and outstanding LGU partners. LGU partners in a sense of social responsibility. This is very good. You know why? They're now trying to pay more tax kasi they want to be number 1. Truly, Rome Electronics is a very big Japanese firm which deals in semiconductor. On Semiconductor is an American firm also deals in semiconductor, the microchips. So they are rivals, no? So if you work in Rome, they wouldn't get you in on. If you work in on, they won't get you from Rome. I don't know, it's something like secrets. As far as I hear, in On Semicon, they're now doing chips that they can put in brains. Yeah, medical, in brains. I don't know, kasi I have a classmate who is an engineer there now who told me they're doing something like that, but sabi niya, huwag pagsasabi secret. Huwag niya lang pagsasabi. Anyway, you don't know the name of the engineer naman eh, so no problem. So, every now and then, papalamihan silang in-gross. So, para magkaroon na ano. So, this is good. And then yung aming social responsibility, they give scholarships, they give, marami. They give computers, they give ano, so we recognize them. So we have our Investment and Promotion Center and the Carmona Business Skills Training Program or CIPTEL, which is, you see there now, TUP partnership. Yung CIPTEL, this Carmona Business Skills Training Program, these are the things that we do there, you know? So try to give them para magkaroon sila ng esteem, na magkaroon ng sariling pagpupursige kung di man sila nakapag-aral ng kolehiyo. Next slide muna. Oh, sige, balik-balik. Sorry. Next. Yeah. Okay, this is one of the incentives we try to give the business sectors. No, we give 10% discount for advance payment on real property tax, and 20%. So, di ba, January 20, ma'am, ang last day. So, if you pay from January 1 to January 20, you get 10%. But if you pay earlier, December, we give them 20%. Yan. Kaya medyo malaki yung ano na. Next slide. Okay, so how do we do things? This is just a simple way we follow. We do situational analysis, identify the gaps and services and needs. Should be aware of all aspects of local governance through community-based monitoring system. So we have CBMS. And then from there, we will do the planning. Where should we go from here? How should we go? How should we get there? So develop programs and strategies to encourage local investments, translate these strategies into action, prioritize identifying and filing in those prerequisites. So we do the implementation, and then evaluation and control, evaluate, we get the feedback, and then again to analyze if it's really working. Okay. So we foster business-driven mindset, why it works, because we act as a mediator. Minsan may tatawag sa akin, nabangga daw siya, presidente ng kumpanya, so I have to send our own police there just to make sure na hindi siya nakaharas, something like that. So these things happen like, we help investors to meet their needs, we establish relationships and linkages. Our support to livelihood and small, medium enterprises of the NSA. So we have the well-known itak or the knives. We have it there. So we adopt it as our one town, one product. Now, Center for, this is the SIP that I was telling before. We try to, next slide please. These are the things that we try to give them. Training, no? So barista training, cosmetology, cell phone repair, consumer electronics, finishing course for call center agents, welding, tour guiding services, commercial bank, baking and pastry, bartending, food and servicing, basic hair and beauty culture. Okay. Now this is one of our kilalang-kilala sa amin na livelihood, which is the Gupit Sinela Strap. You know, if you go to Shoe Mart, in all Shoe Mart, di ba makakita kayo ng stepin na parang Habayanas, di ba, right? So, Habayanas is also from Brazil, right? But yung sa atin, mura lang yun eh. Yun, doon ginagawa yun sa Carmona, sa Best Rubber. Sa Best Rubber. So yung pinagputulan yan, yung kudrado yan eh. Ngayon, yung korte ng paa. So, tatanggalin na yun. So yung natira, butas-butas yun, no? So that's what this is what we do, no? Next slide, please. Yan, ginagawa namin siyang parol. Makikita nyo yun, parang butas-butas. Yan, pagka inikot-ikot mo yan, magiging gano'n ng itsura. Parang parol. So, mabilis sa amin. Even in supermarkets, we have this, no? This helps 830 families, no? So, yung mga babae sa amin, na imbis na inaawa-awa yung mga asawa nilang lalaki at nagchichismisan, ito ngayon ang pinagkakaabalahan. Yan. Okay, next slide, please. We also do the doormat. Doon sa natira doon sa pinagputulang pa noon. And then, doon sa pinagputulang pa niyan, kayo makikita niya, ganun yun eh. Pataw. What is pataw? Pataw is floaters, no? So you would know where's the other end of your fishnet. Ito yung ginagamit ng mga fishing. Pag hinalis kasi yung fishnet, lulutang yan. So makikita mo, merong apat na nakalutang. That's the four corners of your fishnet. So you would know kung saan ka, ano. So that's what we pataw. Mabili ito sa Malabon, saka sa amin. And yung pinaka-durog na durog na, yan, ginagawa namin beanbag. Nasa loob nun. Alright. And we also have eco bags. Now, we have a project like Basura Palit Gamit Eskwela. We always do this. So yung mga bata, the children who would drink sesto, they won't throw away their, yung basura yun, pinaglagyan ng sesto. The pack. So, we try to give them pencil, pad paper, depende sa dami. Mas madami, mas marami sila makukuha, like bag or something. From there, we make bags. And all the tarpaulins that are based on a billboard may duration yan. After that, we take them all off and we make also bags out of it. So, out of tarpaulin. So we sell them. This is very mabili because we don't use plastics anymore since 2009 in Carmona. So if you go to the wet market, you can use the, so you can put your, Tapos, I was hearing kanina yung about market na hindi pumupunta sa inyo. Now, anyway, you have the same products. Siguro, one thing I can share about it is to make your market a little, may come on. In our place, in our market, the wet market is not wet. Maano talaga siya, malinis. And then how would you say, the tops are all stainless. So if you buy your meat, your chicken, it's all stainless, no? And most of the fish are in the aquarium. So if you buy, it's fresh. Parang, ito tayo bumili, fresh eh. And to think, Carmona is very near to Binyan Laguna. Binyan Laguna has a very well-known market, public market. But as of now, some of the people in Binyan Laguna go to us. And we try to compete with the price. So para medyo attractive, no? So we coordinate with Coca-Cola, so you can find all carinderas there are all red. All Coca-Cola. All medyo lahat with chairs and umbrellas. So it's more like festive. And the thing is, we put the central terminal beside the market. So new market ngayon mabili. So the aircon buses going to Makati, Manila, to Loton are all there. All jeeps going to Alabang and everything. Neighboring towns are all there. So mabili siya. The traffic, there's no traffic because we forecast it. We have 2-lane roads for each. So 4-lane siya. 2-lane going, 2-lane going back. So and then the market is not in the town. Nasa labas siya, malapit na siya sa expressway. Kaya yung mga bus stations, gusto nila. Kasi from there, so yung iba, before they go to the offices, ay wala akong pangamusal, bili ng ulam, bili ng pangtanghalian, bumibili na sila doon. They put it there, no? And we also give finances or seed money. So mga gustong, especially cooperatives, and sa mga micro entrepreneurs, we try to give seed money also. And special services where we do business advisory to our website and our LED. This is a very, very big LED screen that you can see on the entrance of, the moment you get inside Carmona, you'll see it from the toll gate. We also have Municipal Social Welfare and Development Officer who do this, try to check sino ba talagang karapat-dapat lang mabigyan kasi we don't want our money go wasted. We have balik-puhunan program, pinapahiram ng pera, but they make hulog araw-araw. But small amounts lang that they wouldn't hurt them. Then before they knew, they're finished utang na. And then they can get double the utang again. So, basta good record, mas malaking utang pwede. And after that, so as what Jim Cohen says, economic growth and power are the means, but not the definition of a great nation. So from here, I hope you will be able to learn from kahit konti. And should you want to visit Carmona, it's only 34 kilometers away from here. So we'll be glad to welcome all of you, so I can show you around. And should you have any questions, the secretary can give you my cell phone and my website, my email address. From here, thank you very much and good afternoon.